Okay, so I'm waiting for Fireboy. Uh, we all know she dropped a brand new single. And we're supposed to have a conversation today. So it's good to understand that his music has blown our space far and wide. So we have Fireboy. He gets it. I just saw. Hey,
Big
bro.
bro,
What's good? How you doing? How you doing, man?
I'm good, big bro. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Well,
I feel blessed.
good. I can say I've not seen you since the last show we did together. I mean, where I think it was at one of the shows we
Cool
did. It
FM.
was Ogun State actually. It was at
Oh
Ogun
yeah, yeah, yeah.
State.
The
Yeah,
Remo show.
exactly. That's the last time I ever I seen you,
Yeah,
bro. COVID is crazy, man.
man. It's been crazy times, man. But
COVID is
we thank
crazy.
God, man.
How have you been staying? I hope you've been staying safe though.
Yeah, I've been staying safe. Just been recording music, just making music, working on my forthcoming album. So it's been productive for me, Sha. I'm good.
Okay, okay. You know the thing is, people have asked when it comes to music, it almost feels like you have to wait till a certain level, and you almost have to. People always have to determine what you put out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I know, like I say, you creatives, you guys are always in the space of you're always in your mind. You guys have your own ways of putting out things. Do you think it was? I mean, we're still locked on the album you put out the last time, or the EP, and but do you feel like people sometimes pressure you to put out music?
yeah. There's always gonna be that pressure. Like it's expected every time as an artist. You expect pressure from the fans, from the fans. Yeah, basically. But the only pressure allowed to get to me is the one I give to myself. So
Okay.
that's the only one I allowed to get into my personal space. I understand you need to put out music, but if you do things at your own pace and not at everybody else's or anybody else's,
Yeah.
I think you'll be fine. So I understood that at a very early point.
So you clearly like to determine things. Creatives, you guys always want to do things. I mean, as much as you want to fail, but sometimes you're very subjected to what the fans want you to do. But I mean, you most likely have always trained yourself to block your mind away from these things, right? Because the
Yeah,
truth is, I'm not going to lie to you. I also felt like you had a couple of great songs out there. You shot a couple of videos, and it's almost like we've got into it. We've played it so much, we heard the song so much, and everybody's expecting something brand new too. But
yeah, no, right.
but
It,
now
it,
the
it
direction
was an
of the
amazing album. It's
songs,
an amazing album.
yeah,
So
it is. It
it,
is.
it needed time. It
Uh,
needed time to
yeah,
sink
it,
in.
it did, and it's still hard to be honest. Like you're liking like I do, then you're thinking, oh, I mean, King is still there, and you still
Yeah.
have vibration. You know, At this COVID season, has it affected you? Your
Uh,
output,
well,
honestly.
well. This no, because I've been recording with the mindset of an album, so it didn't affect me on that. But I released this song, New York City Girl, because these are crazy times for everyone, and I feel like people
Mhm.
relate to the storyline of the song, and also because
Yeah,
it's a very
yeah.
soothing song.
Mhm.
It's been crazy out there. There's so much messed up stuff going on, and I feel
I
people need
agree.
some soothing stuff to listen to, So
I agree.
that's why I
I
put this
agree.
out. So to an extent, yeah, I think it had a little effect to where I dropped this song.
Now, why I asked the question because you're one of a couple of guys who put out really good songs and a good album, and it's almost like it's 2020. This is the time to bake bread and eat from all the work you've done in 2019. So
Yeah,
I can imagine you performing because you're actually one of the likes who put out a whole album, and I tell you, the likes of these guys have done the likes of Keith Daniel, Olamide, Whiskey, David Doe that put out a body of work, and every song on it is a hit. It's not. It doesn't really happen like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
this is the time. 2020 should have been that time where you're eating that,
I know, right?
eating
But
that
omo,
money.
it is what it is. I was planning to go on tour, LTG tour, Europe, worldwide,
Yeah,
Africa, man. But this time we'll go hard, Asha. I
yeah.
mean, I'll have the strength of two albums by the grace of God. Hopefully, but hopefully all this just blows over and then everything gets back to normal again. So
Yeah. what is your direction on this new single? Because I'll tell you the truth. You raise it like this, everybody expects, then you just, like you said, you brought it a bit down. This is even a slower tempo from the songs you put out before. So
Yeah.
what's the direction? Why did you change it this time?
Yeah, like I said, these are crazy times, and I felt like everyone needs to listen to something very soothing, something calm, laid back, and the direction of the song is just about relationships with people that are close to us that we are not we've not been able to be beside them, So some maybe like you miss someone is in New York, someone very close to you. So that direction, I just felt okay. This is the perfect song to drop at this time. And besides, it's just one song.
Okay, for everybody's watching, I'm actually live with Fireboy, as you already know. So you guys are going to catch this interview more because we'll be able to cut into bits. You guys can catch the better part of it on www.coolfm.ng. You can also check it on my page. If you got questions for Fireboy, you can drop it right there because I feel like, especially on music, we always want to ask questions. It's almost like the questions are endless. So if you have questions for Fireboy, you can put it out there and all that, You shot the video of the song already.
Yeah, it's out already.
Why did you choose Clarence? I mean, we have a lot of people who. I feel like because you shot a video with the vibe, the song. There's a video, the song you shot with Clarence that you dress like the Joker. What's the song again?
Yeah, Scatter.
Scatter. Yeah, I love the direction. Is that why you went with Clarence again?
Well, to be honest, last now one person I would choose out of all the options that we have. So okay. I felt like Clarence Peters would help me achieve what I wanted to achieve with the video. I just like the song. I just wanted something really calm, man. Like my mood this past few months has been calm, laid back. Just sit back and watch what's going on. It's a time of reflection for everybody. Like everybody's at home, just thinking. So that was the mood I was in, and I felt who can help me, just bring this idea out, and it seemed like the perfect choice.
Yeah. Fury, I'm with Uncle, right? So can you get in your room and close it? Thank you. Go to your room and close the door. Thank you. So now the thing is, if we need to understand how the music is switched up now, right? People always expect you to do collaborations. They always feel like at some point you have to work with someone, and and all that. Honestly, like I said, I mean, I can enjoy your body of work without even having to listen to you. But sometimes I always imagine Fireboy doing a track with, Wizkid, or doing a song with, David Doe, or doing a song with, I've not seen you. I don't think you've done anything on Olamide yet. I don't think you've done anything.
I've made songs with him that they just haven't been released yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
but we have
honestly,
together.
If you're going to put out the first collaboration, who would that be with? It's a trick question.
Well, I have a couple of collaborations already in the bag, so I don't know.
Do you want to let it out? Do you want to let it out?
No, I don't think
just
so. One.
Just one. You can just give us one.
No. I won't say anything.
You don't want to let it out.
But there are so many people I want to work with, so I can't even mention one name. It would be unfair to mention one name. But yes, there are collaborations coming up. I mean, that was my debut album, and I wanted it to just be me, my sound, just me. But things are gonna have to change, of course. I can't just keep going.
So this single's off the album. When are you thinking of putting out this album?
There's no date yet. But
you know what?
Just know that
let's punch this here now.
This is me being serious. Trust me.
That's cool. That's cool. Somebody just hit me up and said Fireboy is too secretive.
Yet.
Is that true?
Yes, I'm a loner, man. I just like doing my thing on my own, just being by myself. So yeah, secretive. Yes, I don't really give too much away. But that's not why I'm doing this. I honestly do not know. There is nothing I know yet. All I know is that there's gonna be a new project.
Okay. So let's do this. If you're not going to talk about, if you're not going to talk about collaborations, you're almost going to talk about international. Okay, now this is it's not about who you work with, right? I don't care about the names you've worked with.
It's who I would like to work with.
Who would you love? Maybe you won't work with this person. I don't care. But honestly, who would you love? Fireboy as a person, as an entity. Who would you love to work with?
Honestly, John Bellion. John Bellion or Travis Scott. Either of the two.
Wow.
But John Bellon is a big fave for me, Sha.
Your mind
So
is you're too deep, bro. His music is just out of this world. I mean, I like his direction, what
yeah,
he thinks about. There's one of the
beautiful.
songs that I love that he did called "Conversation with My Wife."
With my wife, yeah, that was yeah.
You
There's so
know,
much honesty in his lyrics, so that's why
exactly. Like,
I really
and
like him.
Travis Scott too. There's a lot of honesty in what he says. It's even crazier. I mean, Travis
Yeah.
is crazy. You don't see him coming.
It's twisted. I
Yes, it
like him.
is. It is. It
I really
is.
connect with him on that level.
Yes. Now, is there a New York girl? Because why did you pick all the cities in the world? Why New York City?
Man, I just catch it cruise. Actually, it was the video for Need You. The video for Need You.
Okay.
Vixen, she was flown from the US, to
Okay.
shoot the video, and
Okay.
she left. She left around after the video, everything. She left around 4 a.m. that morning. So I was just thinking, okay, what if for some reason I was just attracted to this girl and I wanted to express myself? So that's how she would have just left. And I was like, yeah, what is make a
Girls go
very
like
mad
that, I
song?
mean. God.
Yeah,
That's deep
I
though.
just felt it's something very relatable to a lot of guys. Like a lot of guys have made people like that, and they just left. So like, let me just sing something about it, and
Mm.
that was
You
it.
know, I know there's a lot of things that are going on right now. I mean, let's just push away from a bit of music. I know sometimes we don't really want to touch on these things, you know. I mean, which one has really caught your attention the most that you feel like at some point, maybe because there's been a lot of injustice, the rape conversations, a lot of things have happened, you know, even the economy, COVID-19. Which one has really, really, really hit you right in your heart? Which one of
Uh,
them?
I think it was the incident that happened in, was it Port Harcourt, or where the rape
It was in
incident, and then
Benin.
Benin, yeah, the rape is it really got to me, and it made me realize that last our problems in this country is more than the government. I mean, we can't just keep shouting government, government. What about we as the people? If we, just decide among ourselves that, okay, what if we just decide to give ourselves sense and just do things the right way? The common trader should just be honest. The parents should treat their children and raise their children right. What if we all
Yeah.
decide to just be good people? I mean, everything will be fine now. Like, we can't be shouting
True,
government, government. It's not everything
true.
that they can fix. We have to fix things ourselves, and that was a very avoidable incident, and that's why it was really painful. And around that
I
time
feel
was
you.
the whole George Floyd thing. Everything was just really
Yeah,
messed up
yeah,
that time, man. I really don't talk much on social media, but I think I had to speak out that day. I tweeted my mind. I was like, you know what,
yeah,
we have to
yeah.
do better, So
Sure,
that was
we
something that
do.
really got me, Sha.
Because the truth is, you know, I mean, if you think about it, like, it's not as much as we know the government has got their problems. I mean, we also need to pick up our pieces as well. Because now, if somebody
Yes,
just decides to rape a girl and not even do that, as much as that, even rape a girl and even kill her, that's not on. That's
that's
on you. That's
extreme.
something you
That's
know.
on you. Yeah.
There are boundaries and limitations, and I feel everybody needs to understand that this is
I
where
mean, we
things.
can't blame that on the economy. It wasn't robbery. If it was robbery, now I was say, okay, government to provide job and guys are unemployed, but it wasn't robbery. It was rape and murder.
That
Like, why would you do that? You
that
can't
is a
blame that on
that
the government. You
is
can't.
no
That is a
that is your own bad habit. That's something you develop over time. So
And I think it's because we as a nation, we have allowed so many things amongst
I
ourselves
agree.
that we allow people just feel they can just do anything they like. I mean, deep down, I
Crazy,
don't know. I don't know. It's really
crazy,
messed up.
crazy. Now, you know, back to the music on that. That was just on a lighter note. I mean, just so we know that we, to be true, we all have to work through all this phase. And as much as the craft or whatever we do, we cannot, you know, assume position where we now are seen as insensitive. Because I realize the fact is, in Nigeria, there's this idea of look at mind my own business, do your own thing, do my own thing, and a
Yeah,
lot of things are actually getting crazy and getting worse. You know, somebody has to fight for someone, and then someone has to speak
yeah,
up. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
like now, you know, back to the music. You know, this is what do you consider your been your biggest achievement in the space of time you spent in this entertainment industry? Do you think has been your biggest achievement?
Um, Laughter Tears and Goosebumps. To be honest, my debut album, has been a huge success, and I owe that to the fans. I owe that to everybody. I didn't see it going this big. I was actually great. I've been grateful for Jealous. That okay, God, thank you for giving me such a smash hit. That even if I do say so myself, I think Jealous can be considered as a classic in the next couple of years, or 5 years,
True,
or six
I
years.
agree.
And I was already thanking God for that. Okay, thank you for giving me a classic song. And then LT Jesus came. I'm like, you know what, this is beautiful. And I feel like so far, I've performed at the O2 Arena, 20,000 people, beautiful. That's amazing. Thanks to Wizkid. LTG, my album has been my biggest success so far. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you, fans. God bless you all, man.
And the thing is, the thing is about music is I always tell people that you have to put out evergreen music. And honestly, you cannot take it away. Like, for example, I can still relate with Two Faces' song. I can still relate to a lot of Olamide's songs. I can still relate with a lot of Nicey's song, Night Till Day. Whether you like it or not, you put Gonguaso out, Street Credibility is still a hit.
Everywhere was scattered, straight up.
Exactly. So, I mean, to be honest, it's not very easy when you put out something of that evergreen for the first time. So, I mean, to me, I consider that as a very good achievement because if I have to check the track record, it's not easy, bro. I mean, what you put out this time, every song is a hit. It's not easy. It is not easy. Yeah. I just hope, if it was on COVID-19, I think we'll be seeing on some different, so really choppy money level.
Having a different cruise, man, but everything happens for a reason, Sharp.
Yeah. The thing is, we cannot even always stick with the fact that you have a relationship with Olamide. What's your relationship with Olamide? I mean, what do you consider? You can compare it to something. What would you call your relationship with Olamide? What would you say it is like?
Man, Olamide is a lot of things to me. He's a mentor, a big brother, a father figure, and most importantly, a business partner. Like, he treats me more like a business partner than just my artist. Like, we liaise, we talk, we plan together. He brings me in on every single thing. I never feel left out on the music industry and the music business, the business part of the music. So, man, it's a lot of things. It's just there. It's just there as
so that feels like I like the business partner. So if I want to do a comparison, it's like a father to a child. It's like sometimes as best friends and sometimes as a boss to a subordinate. I think I get that. So I mean, based on what you say, you have a great relationship. I don't like the fact that it ends in the news and it gets crazy. Those things happen every time. Where you see a boss and then something happens, everybody goes their way and it blows out in the open. But I mean, I always like to ask questions to know what your state is, what you're doing now, what's fine. So we're not going to hear stories that touch later. Because the truth is, it's always all of that every single time. So New York City Girl is officially, now you don't have what time you're going to put out the album. I want to say this. Would you let anybody write for you?
To be honest, right now, I do not see myself like that. In fact, no, man. I write for people.
You can't let it? Okay.
I write for people. I write for people, not the other way around. I don't think.
So you don't see yourself someone writing for you?
I've been, maybe we're in the studio together. It happens a few times. I'm most times alone or just me and the producer. But sometimes you can just chip in a few melodies, stuff like that. That happens a lot, But I write my songs, and I've always been writing my songs. That's how I've always been since like when I've been on the ground. So it's part of me.
So you can never see anybody like you. You can never really see yourself.
I don't see it yet. But definitely there might be a time where songwriting is a very normal thing. It's normal to have songwriters. It's not a crime. It's not. It doesn't invalidate your talents. It doesn't invalidate your success. So I don't know. The music industry is really bigger than that. But right now, I do not see myself because my songs are really personal to me, and I like to write them in a certain way. And I don't think anybody can really see the picture the way I would see it. Like, I always like to have a target. Like even if I'm thinking about a girl's body, I was writing in a way that it will enter your heart. Like you feel it in your. I'm thinking about something very vague and mundane, but you will feel it in your heart. That's how I like to write. And I don't think anybody can do that for me right now.
So, do you consider yourself a perfectionist?
Yes, and I'm working on it because being a perfectionist in this job is not always good. Trust me. I record a song and then I listen, look for the flaws in it for like 2 weeks. Sometimes I record a song and before I even send it to Bado's, it go use like 1 month on my hand. I go don't raise them. Listen.
So this song now,
I send it to him, I doubt it, doubt over and over again. But
do you guys sometimes argue about the songs you put out?
We fight though. Especially when LTG, the selection process was really tough. I mean, like it was a battle. It was a round table. it was very informal. Like Badu was just everybody was eating and everything. But almost with the fight, with the argue, it was
I like
like
that.
really crazy.
But whatever you
So
guys did in
yeah,
that
it's been
room,
like that
I mean,
sometimes.
whatever you did in that room, it paid off because that
Yeah,
album was bad that day. You know, the thing is, it's like you hear some songs on it, then you now say, somebody now tells you, check this out. You now listen to it, then you now see a different side of it. You like, you know, it grows. Some song hit you the first time you hear it, but you know, there's some song that just somehow just
yeah,
started to grow on you. You know, it just grows
yeah.
on you.
It be like that.
You
Depends.
know, now
Sometimes
sometimes,
you might listen to a song and not relate to the song until maybe like 2 years later.
yeah,
That happens
true.
too.
I agree. So on that song, I probably never asked you, which do you think is considered your best?
In the album.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Apart from King, which is very personal to me, I think my favorite of that song of the album is Bass Blues. That song is such a feel good song. And I was in a good mood when I was recording the song. I was in a good mood. There were ladies in the room, everybody was having fun, you know. And you know, one girl was slow dancing as I was recording. It was beautiful. I had never experienced something like that before. It was really crazy. So I felt really good. I felt really good in the studio that day. Everybody was just fine.
Mo like iṣẹ́ yìí ó dùn mí.
Oh, crazy girl.
Okay, so tell us, just give us your typical recording session. Do you like recording standing or you like to record sitting down?
I don't know, but it depends on the vibe.
Okay.
But most times I'm sitting down. Except maybe I'm trying to belt out my vocals and I need to stand up and raise my head up and you know. But I'm sitting down, just calm. Most times it's just me in the studio, just recording myself. So it's usually calm.
So you rather just sit down? Because I like to ask the question because some people like to sit down, some people like to stand, some people always want to jump out of the boots. Now, no, this day you don't have boots anymore. Some people almost want to bite the microphone. So I get it. Like, so the thing is, do you have any kind of ritual you do before you go in? Like some people like to smoke, some people like to drink, some people like to pray, some people like what's your typical ritual you have to do before you record?
I don't smoke. Okay. I drink occasionally, sharp. But sometimes when I feel like I have to get tipsy to record, yeah, I just drink a little, get tipsy, get in there. But most times I pray, I just whisper a little prayer to God. But sometimes I've confessed, when the music has started playing, or more, I just dive right in, man. Like I forget everything else and I love it. I dive right in, I just start recording straight up.
You know, the thing is, to be honest, you're not so much of a talker, so it's nice to hear you. I think you save the best for the last. You're more like like you said, you're an introvert. You're you like to keep to yourself. Are you that kind of guy? Like you like to keep to yourself? Yeah. Because I see that
it's pretty obvious to most of my core fans. They've seen the kind of person I am, with the way I tweet and the things I say, and the fact that I don't really, post too much on social media or talk too much on social media. But I don't know. It's not like I'm proud or anything. It's just that I've always been like that, and I think the best way to discover yourself and to love yourself and to boost your self-esteem is to spend more time alone. So you get to know yourself, and that way, your favorite person in the world is you. The funniest person to you in the world is you. When it's like that, it's really beautiful.
That's deep. That's deep. So sometimes, I mean, and that's why it's nice to be able to discover yourself in your own space. Because sometimes, like I'll be honest, not everybody understands who you are. No, not everybody understands your persona, and sometimes not everybody can relate with you. You know yourself better than anybody else. But it also gives you ample time to be able to sit down, reflect, and understand who you really are. So
exactly.
I get that.
Yeah, and it really blocks out a lot of negative energy from you, man. So you don't get caught up in a lot of unnecessary stuff, because the social media is crazy.
It is.
Social media is crazy. It's crazy.
It is. So Twitter or Instagram, which one?
I don't know. I'm kind of a words guy. I'm more of a words guy. So I like Twitter, but Twitter is very toxic. So once I enter Twitter, I just spend like 5 minutes. Sometimes I tweet something, and then 1 second later, someone has already made me regret tweeting it. I might tweet good morning, and then you just see that one unnecessary tweet under it. I'm like, you know what, delete this.
I understand what you mean.
I just delete it.
Because
so
people are they drag in on that place.
It's crazy, man. But I like Twitter. I prefer Twitter, to be honest, because that's always my go-to app.
I'll be honest, I think I prefer Twitter too. That's where, because I'm a word guy too. I like to I'm very expressive, but sometimes I feel like sometimes the things you type, because when they know, especially when they know you are a public figure, you are
Yeah.
easily misunderstood. Some people are
Yeah.
actually replying you not because they don't like what you said, but they just don't like you. Or some people won't like you, just feel like they just
Yeah.
want you to have the
And
feeling that
some
I
people
can.
want to just come off as cool by
Yeah,
disagreeing with you for no reason.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
they might not
the
even know
call
what
of
you're
the.
talking about. It's like, nah, you are wrong. I
I
think
said,
like it's not fight.
you know,
Crazy,
they
man.
call it contrarian. You know, when you just like to
Yeah.
be, everybody's
They
going
just
right,
want
you
to
just want
oppose
to go left.
everything, man.
So you Twitter
Crazy,
and
crazy out
Instagram,
there.
okay. Now, if you're going to give up anything, if you're going to have to switch your jobs for doing music, that's the only chance. I mean, you're doing music, that's what you love, that's what you know. But you are given a
Yeah.
chance to switch music with something. What would you switch it with?
I'm more a footballer. Football.
You did ball?
Football. Yeah, I had to play football. Apart from music, I used to be a very good footballer, but music has taken away everything from me. So, and there's money in this thing, oh, brother. Money in this thing. Wow, it's
So
crazy.
what club you prefer? What club do you play
Manchester
for?
United for life. I'm a Red Devil for life.
I
You're a
beg.
Chelsea fan.
No, I'm
Do
an
you
Arsenal
know?
fan. I'm
Okay.
an Arsenal.
I can bear with Arsenal. I cannot stand Chelsea
Don't
or
worry,
Chelsea
don't worry,
fans.
don't worry. The torture that you can't even touch on me now. We've had enough. I mean, now
Arsenal is
we
a
have
terrible team, man. You guys
immunity.
are going through a lot. So I will not even say much. I'll just leave you be. But if
It's
you're a Chelsea
crazy,
fan,
sir.
I can guarantee you I might have ended this video. I will end it. I do not want to be a Chelsea
Why,
fan.
why? Tell me why. Tell me honestly, why do you feel like that with Chelsea
The
fans?
vibe of the
Because
club
I feel
is
like I have
just
the same reason, but why?
the club is just the vibe. It's just the vibe. Even the stadium, I don't like the stadium. Whenever they're playing matches in their stadium, I don't watch it.
Uh,
I
you
don't.
don't
I
even
love
need it.
that club.
I feel
Love is the
like
word.
I feel the real Chelsea fans, the same way I see Manchester City, started to follow Chelsea when it started to win titles.
Yeah,
I think the real Chelsea core fans were the ones that joined when Mourinho joined. That's what I feel.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
not the
True.
guys who were there from years
Yeah, all
of
those. And
Zola
that was when
and
I
all
started
that.
watching
No.
ball too. Sha, I won't lie. That was when I started watching ball too. So
Okay.
I hated.
Yeah.
I've always hated Chelsea. And my
Okay.
favorite color is blue. Like that's just the irony of everything.
I mean, something you can borrow something from them now, but not their mannerism
Ah,
and
no,
way of
everything else.
life.
Their players, their fans, annoying set of people, man.
Oh man, how many songs do you have in your hard drive?
I know I can't count. I can't count. I can't count. No, approximately. I don't know. I can't really put a figure to it.
Hmm.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so
I
typically,
mean, you have to record a lot of songs to. I
true.
mean,
So typically, how do you, how many songs do you record in a week?
when I'm in recording mode, in a week, I might record up to good songs because more. I won't lie. Recording when you record, there's some songs that you record to half and you just leave them. I'm not going to count those ones. Songs, completed
Okay.
songs. I would say in a week, maybe between 17 or 20, 17 to 20. Yeah, that figure, like it's always a double figure. Like sometimes 15, 20. Yeah.
So let me just say
But
approximately, if
on a good day,
on an
because
average,
sometimes, yeah, on an
let me just
average,
put that
it
together. I
makes
mean,
sense.
see, if you do that in a week, let me just do it randomly. In a month, that means you have over 100 songs already.
Yeah, yeah, but sometimes in a week,
Wow.
you might record only like, you might only get to record like 4 or 5 or 10. I'm just saying on a good day, like when you're on a streak, like juice overflowing, like the creative juice is overflowing, it's coming out from your nose, 15, 20, give or take in a week. That
Hmm.
if you are recording back to back, or maybe you have a target, like, okay, you know what, I'm working on an album and I want to record. Yeah, but if you're just recording, just recording because it's your job and you really love to, but 10 in a week it's fair. But I'm just saying, like me these days, if I want to record, I record with the target. It's only once in a while I just grab me, I just call Feels how far? What's the shell?
Oh, the
I'm
shallow.
coming to your house, stuff like that. So,
If you're gonna pick a
but
girlfriend,
most of the
which I
songs,
feel,
all those songs, uh,
if you're gonna pick a girlfriend, Fireboy, right? What are the three things you should have?
I always say that. I always say these things, but low key, I don't think I have a type. I just once I like the vibe, once you give off that vibe. Sometimes you say, "Are you a ass or a breast man?" Blah, 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 blah. I would say I'm a ass man. Or more, you might meet a girl that does not have ass today now, and then you just love the vibe, and that's it.
Okay, okay.
So I
So
don't choose myself. I
you
would
don't
not
have a
choose myself.
spec. That's what it means. You don't have a
But
specification.
I don't have a
Okay.
spec. As long as you have the critical, as long as you're intelligent and stuff, that I love
Okay,
intelligent
so
conversations.
what do you
with
think?
people.
What do you think girls totally? I mean, on an average, what do you think they like about you? Generally, when they say, "Ah, I like it, you can cook," and that's what if you pick 10 girls now, all your friends that are girls, they have a common thing to say about you. What is that thing that they all like about you?
I'm a very intense person, so I think that's a magnet for sure. Like a conversation and you feel that intensity. It might be the high contact or maybe I like to call people's full names. And for some reason it's so weird. Girls really like it.
This guy, you're a
It's
bad
crazy.
guy.
I know it's not because I like girls, it's because I just call
Yeah.
people's full names. I just so most time I might be in a conversation, I'll just say something and just call your full name and I'm just very intense with words and actions and stuff. So I feel like that's
So the thing is, it's something that's actually something because a lot of people like that. For example, when you call them, especially, let me give you another trick is women like you when you call them with their middle name. For example, because let me tell you, everybody calls you whatever your name is. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe your name is DOTUN, but everybody calls you
Yeah.
DOTUN. It's a general. It's not special, but somebody out of the one just calls you Ujualakpe or calls you your middle name.
And it also suggests that you pay attention to what they say or what they tell you. She might just have mentioned that name once and then you just pick it up and ladies love that shit.
Relationship 101.
But the bottom line is they love it when you pay attention. That's just say. Pay attention. Be very sensitive to their feelings and you're good to go.
That's true. Always almost a pleasure always having a conversation with you. You're very open-minded, and that's good. It's a good thing, music is big, is large, and you're the future. I like the fact that the direction which you came, and the thing is you had a vision of what you wanted to pick before you put it out, and I think that thing is very key. Where you have music, it's not about doing the recording and recording a new song or doing it just when everybody want to throw it out. It's you recording a new song and understanding exactly how it's going to appeal to your fan base, who's going to listen to it and enjoy. I almost can think that you don't really even have a core fan base. I feel like your music cuts across a lot of people, But I think you appeal to a lot of young kids, which is nice. But I feel like your music is like scatter vibration, even King. It appeals to a lot of people. Like
it was very important for me to be versatile on my album because it was just me. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't afford to bore people with just one sound or one direction. So that was key in guiding me in the album. So it was very important to be versatile because you want your music to be listened to by a lot of people.
If you had the power to change something now, what would that be? If you had the power to change one thing.
About myself or about anything?
About anything. It could be about yourself.
I would take the coronavirus away if I had the power. Because it's really messing up a lot of things right now. It's messing up the bag. I just miss seeing people happy. I miss girls screaming my name on stage. I mean, like that high is like one of the greatest highs ever. Like you can never get off that high. It's crazy.
I like it. So, I mean, New York City is on every platform now. I think everybody's already locked on it already. It's almost like this stage you guys can never wait to put out music and it's just turned out to be fire. Do you still have a relationship with your other guys? I mean, I want to call their names like Limerick, what's his name?
Lighter.
Do you still have a relationship with them?
Yeah, of course. Honest. Yeah, we're guys now, so definitely there's that connection, there's that relationship is there. I mean, we've been through a lot. We've been through the weirdest stuff that I can't even say. We've been through weirdest stuff. We've lived together, literally. So we all connect on WhatsApp or Instagram a few times. Everybody's busy right now, though. So I understand. It's life. Life happened, but the relationship is still there.
And that's good. That's good. So what's next? I mean, just imagine this COVID all goes away. What's the first thing? Are you taking a tour? What will be the first thing you're going to do?
Yeah, so I'm going on a tour straight up. I can't wait to be out there, just performing my songs, pushing my music, and I have the strength of 2 projects, like I said, by the grace of God. By that time, hopefully.
Hmm.
So I was
But
planning the
but
tour
but
before
definitely we're expecting an
this thing
album this
happened.
year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Listen, I mean, I don't want to spend so much time, bantering over the same things. I mean, it's good. We spoke about a lot of things, and I mean, I feel like it's a big space for everyone. Thank you for being the future. Keep working hard.
Thank you so much
Hopefully,
for
I
having
will
me.
see more of this. I mean, New York City Girl is on every platform. Every platform,
It's
man.
everywhere. Video, audio, it's everywhere. Yeah,
That's
so
good.
get it.
Fireboy, thank you so much for coming, right?
Thank you so much,
Guys,
sir.
for everybody out here, it'd be nice if you want to check this out. We're still going to check and drop it off from www.recruiterfm.ng. Find the whole interview. Always a pleasure talking to you, man. I mean, keep working hard. Keep burning, just burning those records. Keep burning those records. And for everybody who tuned in, we love you guys and peace, right?
Thank you,
Say
everyone. God
bye-bye.
bless. Bye bye. Thanks, brother. Bless.
Always, man. Always.